Okay, this is the gas meter, and it's on the north side of the house. The house faces west-northwest. For the purpose of this inspection report, the house faces west. What we have right here, these are lawn sprinkler heads. They're closer than 12 inches to the structure on the north side of the house. These rain gutters do not divert water far enough away from the structure. There's some splash boxes around here. You want to make sure they're put out right. So lawn sprinkler heads should not be closer to the house than 12 inches. Okay, all this exposed drip irrigation system, if it's not covered up, it's allowed to be exposed as long as the staples are not positioned any farther apart than 12 inches. If these staples are farther apart than 12 inches, then the line should be covered. These are weep holes. We have weep holes around the foundation perimeter, and we have weep holes over the fenestrations. Now this fenestration up here, it doesn't require weep holes because it does not have a bottom, if you will. It doesn't have right here, that's called your senior moment here. Okay, that's called your lintel. When you have a lintel like this, it's a bottom, and so you should have weep holes there. Right here, the foundation, that's a bottom, and so you have weep holes. Homeownership 101. All roofs leak, all walls leak. They're designed to shed water faster than they accept it because we want to keep the inside dry. This front window right here, some of these glazing strips, this glazing strip's loose right here. These are your sewer cleanouts in front of this window. Okay, northwest corner of the house. Those are your sewer cleanouts. Moving on along here. Circular drive. Weep holes. This is called checking. All right? This is called checking. That's what the product does. Okay, it dries and it shrinks. There's different degrees of checking that's acceptable, and that's that's really an aesthetic decision. You do not lose any strength with checking. So if that's checking's enough, acceptable, then to you it's acceptable to me. The backs of these posts haven't been stained, and maybe it's the size of the post, but generally speaking, when you have a wooden post on a patio or porch, it should have a stand built underneath it to keep the water from wicking up off of the sidewalk, off of the brickwork, the flat work, into the woodwork. So there's that. It's assumed that the screens will all be replaced. And right here we have some blue tape, then green tape. These are called weeps, weep holes, and these are called weirs. All right, and right here you can see the weir door is missing. All right, they don't cost much. I think you can get 12 of them for $12, but they are missing and they're supposed to be there. What's happened to me one time that I can remember, I was in a vacant house very much like this one, and it was a windy day, and it was whistling. It was blowing like a flute, and I wondered where it was coming from. And it was coming from these missing weirs, from these weeps. Some of this caulking could be done better around this window. This is the formal dining area, by the way. Some of this caulking could be done a little better. More checking. We'll just kind of move out here towards the street. Right here by the curb, this is your meter. This is your water meter. And those are my little orange cones. Okay? This dial, that's a dial right there for your meter. And that red dial right in there is very sensitive. And if that guy's moving, water's moving. So if you think you have a leak, come check this dial. Okay? If it's moving, you got a leak. If you can't see the leak is somewhere where you cannot see it. This is the main shutoff valve for the lawn sprinkler system. These valves are isolation valves so that you can service the check valve. But if you're going to replace that valve, then this is the main shutoff for your lawn sprinkler system, not for the house. See the way this irrigation box is nice and low and it's been covered with gravel? All three of these boxes should have been done the same way. It keeps mud from washing up over time. Mud will wash up and it will cover your meter and you won't be able to see it. Over time, mud is going to wash up and cover this valve and you won't be able to see it. This gravel is supposed to protect you from it. This is the control conduit. It's PVC, but it's control conduit. All the control wires for your lawn sprinkler system go through this pipe right here by the driveway. And landscapers, you got to watch those guys, because the landscapers are weed whackers and stuff. They'll beat that up and the water can get down inside of that. So it's just something that you want to be aware of. Moving along here. This is the door to the drive area. Okay, we have just a little less than 80 psi. That's a good thing. Okay, you're supposed to have between 40 and 80. You shouldn't have more than 80. You don't have more than 80. Coming over here, wood garage doors. Very nice. Weep holes over your lintels. See these exterior light fixtures like this? They should be sealed. They should be sealed. Keep water penetration, infiltration from getting into the wall system. More wooden doors here. Coming in here, we're probably not going to be able to operate the lawn sprinkler system today. Okay, that's the control box inside the smaller garage. Okay, we got a lot of storage in this garage. This button right here is loose. Let's open her up. There we go. Lights on. Optic sensors are low enough. We do not have a pull handle inside this garage door. We have warning stickers where they're supposed to be, but no pull handle. This button, by the way, should not be closer to this threshold than 5 feet. And just like that warning sticker in the middle right there, that warning notice, that child protection notice, there should be one by the control button as well. Let's try this for a minute here. And that's your safety reverse. And we're going to cheat a little bit. We're going to come through the interior, just kind of mix some things up. Coming through the kitchen. Garage pedestrian doors to the interior. They should have self-closing springs. This is a self-closing spring. Okay? It's been adjusted out so that they can leave the door open. But when you take possession of the house, that spring's supposed to be retightened so that we have some control here. Coming along, warning stickers. Electric service panel. Okay, let's get some light on the subject. This button seems to be high enough. It doesn't have a warning notice on it, like this. And then there should be a manual pull handle inside the door right there. We have 200 amps of service. The oven's been turned off because there's not an oven installed. These are all the GFCIs and AOCIs in the property. These furnace, kitchen utility furnace, they should all be printed like these. I know it's not a big thing, I get it. All right, but you know, actually the code says that they're not supposed to be hand labeled. They're supposed to be printed. And there should be some duplicity, okay? We don't have a key, we don't have a register over here. You're probably not going to do this. These should be checked once a month. That's the refrigerator. It's not working. Ah, there it goes. Let's try you again. Boy, he does not want to work. I'm going to keep my original. It doesn't want to work. Kitchen and refrigerator do not want to work. Do not want to operate. Electrician needs to look at these to make sure that they are operating. It probably means replacement, but I like to look at them all the same. So, where are we back at? Refrigerator, one more time. Kitchen. Kitchen GFCI does not work. Okay, I'm going to look at that a little more. This is the large garage. We just came in. Okay, this is the main shutoff valve to the house. This valve handle is parallel to the pipe. Then the water service is on to the house. When this valve is perpendicular, when this handle is perpendicular to the pipe, this door will not shut, and the water will be turned off to the house. If you have an emergency, you come out that door, come over here, and you turn off the water to your house. See if we got some emergency reverse here, which we do. I'm going to open this up a little bit later. There's going to be some still images of it. This is where your ground should be. I'm going to open that up in a little bit. Coming around these gentlemen out here just working hard. Okay, this house has 2 air conditioning systems. This main service disconnect, these disconnects, they should not be behind the unit. Okay, it's okay for the electric service outlet, receptacle outlet to be there, but the main disconnects should not be located behind the unit. These should be sealed like the light fixtures so that moisture does not infiltrate the walls. Okay, I'm gonna get some more data about these, but so far the insulation looks good, the piping looks good, the anti-theft Schrader valves looks good. Number 2, this is upstairs most likely. Number 1, this is downstairs most likely. Again, we're gonna get some still images of that. Let's just move on along. This is called a control joint, expansion joint, take your pick, it's all the same thing. Okay, we expect these walls to move. They're expected to move. Alright? So, just like in the street, we have these control joints. And just like on your driveway, we have these control joints. Hopefully, the movement will be isolated to these areas. It's just where we live. Across here, these are called continuous soffit vents. So all those perforations along the whole duration, okay, that's very good because it allows lots of air intake into your attic. When we get into the attic, we're going to make sure that these soffit vents are properly baffled. And that's a different explanation. Coming along to the backyard. Again, brick, cut stone, composition shingles. This is about everywhere I'm going to be able to get on the ladder to get up here to check this out. But I will get up there and check it out and see how far we can go. Alright. Back faucet over here. Making our way on around. These are the overflow drains for your water heaters. So apparently you've got 2 water heaters, and then the 3rd overflow drain is probably commingled for the safety pans. Okay, we're coming over here. Looks like that flashing. Let's get up here and be personal. Looks like we're going to take a... I'd like to get a little better look at that flashing right up there on the balcony. Okay. Coming along here is you got an area for a kitchenette. You got your drain lines, your water supply lines. It should be cold, that should be hot. It looks to me like they're expected to silicone this, and they're expected to paint this. This is a gas port for your patio grill. Check the manufacturer's instructions to see if they what the manufacturer's opinion is about installing a gas grill underneath a patio cover. But this patio cover does not have any air intake vents, so it's probably going to be alright. I don't know. Read the manufacturer's installation instructions. And this is the backyard right here. And we're missing another weep. It's a good thing that they got that tape on there. I'm kind of encouraged. Most people ignore it, to be honest. That right there, we're back to the north wall. That right there is your fireplace vent. You do not have a chimney. It's a fireplace vent. And that looks acceptable so far. Let's go look at it a little longer, a little more light. This fence is installed backwards. The neighbors have a swimming pool. So, you know, your children or somebody could climb this rail, these rails, to gain access to the swimming pool area. Now, I don't know how important that is. The fence itself is pretty low over here and provides rails. So there may be some community standards that we're not aware of. I'm just pointing it out. If I was doing a swimming pool inspection next door, I would had called that out to their attention. No, we're not going to work the sprinkler system today. Okay? It's not installed. I'm going to make notes of it, but we're not going to operate it. And that's your exterior tour.